Thank you, Kurt. Hi, everyone. I'm Dan Florin. I am the co-chair of the board with Aaron. I don't know, is Aaron? Hey, Aaron. And I've been involved with Rock for about 2 years now. And so I wanted to just tell a little bit about why I'm involved with Rock and what it means for me, and just kind of explain that story a little bit. So I grew up in an upper middle class household. I had a very privileged life. But one thing was somewhat challenging for me, and that was moving around a lot. And so I lived in 5 different states before I went to high school, and even moved in the middle of 8th grade, which I still give my parents a hard time. And so, it was hard for me to have a group of lifelong friends, like some people who grew up in one area. But for me, sports was really a way that I was able to come together and meet people and just have fun with other kids. In fact, when I was in 8th grade, when I moved to Massachusetts from Minnesota, I picked up Babe Ruth baseball, went out on the field, joined a team, played with a few other friends, and actually ended up meeting a friend who was in my wedding last year. So I've met some lifelong friends through sports. So I've always carried that with me, just the impact that sports and teamwork and really just being a kid can have on you. So when I was ready to get involved with a program and give back to an organization, I went to an event called Board Match, which is an annual event that happens in San Francisco, kind of bringing together nonprofits and volunteers who want to become board members. And looking at the hundreds of nonprofits there, Real Options for City Kids was one that I circled as a really interesting one. It gives back to kids, it has sports as an integral piece of it, and sounded like a really interesting program. And so when I met Kurt and the staff at the Board Match, I knew that this was an organization that I wanted to support and be involved with, and there was a lot of energy and momentum. And being involved in the past 2 years, I've really seen that follow through and that energy and momentum, and it feels like there is so much opportunity to happen right now with Rock.